Good morning. Am I up? Do you have me?
Yes.
Do you
Yes.
have my
Give
video?
us a moment, please.
Do you have my mic now? Testing. Are you hearing me?
We can hear you. We live. Everyone, please mute.
I'm here. Please.
Good morning.
Somos dos hombres y tengo 4 mujeres, hermanos.
Do not turn on your microphone at the jail. Please, let's keep this a Wednesday. Let's not everybody turn it until Monday. All right, everyone, this is the 187th District Court. Today is Wednesday. Let's keep it a Wednesday. Let's not turn it until Monday. Everyone put some patience in your pocket. Here are the rules of the 187th District Court. You are in a courtroom. If you do not behave as though you are in a courtroom, for those of you who are on bond, you will be required to appear in person in court, and you will lose your privilege to appear on screen. To all the inmates, you are not allowed to use the chat box. To everyone else, including inmates, this is not the Bachelor, this is not the Bachelorette. You are not allowed to use your chat box to pick up dates. If you're using your chat box inappropriately, again, if you're an inmate, you're going to be sent back to your cell. And if you're a bond, you will be required to appear in the courtroom. I'm going to open breakout rooms. When I do, we'll invite everyone to a breakout room. Do not go to a breakout room unless I specifically call your name and assign you to a breakout room. To all the persons who are defendants or accused, your attorney's name will be called, your name will not be called. If you do not hear your attorney's name, it's because your attorney is zooming in another courtroom. Be patient. Everyone put some patience in your pocket, take it out as needed. I'm going to call the names of the attorney. This is the order in which the attorneys will appear. If you see your name is low on the list and you want to zoom to another courtroom, you're more than welcome to zoom to another courtroom. However, if you zoom to another courtroom and your name is called, you will be put at the end of the list. So, James Toshi, Jay Moritz, Joseph Stateson, Luis Martinez, Nick Aguilera, Raymond Martinez, Ed Camara, Ray Villarreal, Eli Rico, Hector Garza, and Paul Goki. Is there any attorney's name that I have missed?
Mine, I believe it's Edward Piper.
Are you an attorney? I said I would call the attorney's name. I said, if you did not hear your attorney's name, it's because they're zooming in another courtroom. Right now, I'm about to show my age. This is what happens when people grow up without romper room. In romper room, she was always, put on your listening ears. We have 2 ears so we can hear more. All right, attorneys. When I call your name, I'm going to ask for you to give me your client's name and whether or not it's criminal trial division or family violence. You will be assigned to a breakout room. As you can see, there are more defense attorneys than there are state attorneys. So please be patient. If you leave that breakout room to come back and tell me a prosecutor hasn't seen you, then that prosecutor is going to look in that breakout room, see that it's empty, and keep going. Consider these breakout rooms like going to a doctor's office. When the nurse calls you back there, you're not seeing the doctor right away. What you're doing is they're checking your blood pressure and weight. To all of those who are accused or defendants, your attorney is going to want to talk to the state first before they talk to you. Trust me, when your attorney wants you in the breakout room, they will ask for you. James Toshi.
Morning, Judge. I have Mary Diaz this morning. It is family violence.
All right, I'm going to assign you to breakout room number 2. And to any defense attorneys, if you have a plea bargain agreement, you need to put that in the chat box to Ferguson. She's our court coordinator, and they'll need your client's email addresses there if they're on bond. James,
Judge,
you're in 2.
Jim doesn't need to go to a breakout room. I talked with
Yes.
his assistant on the phone, and I
Yes.
didn't know what the issue is with some of the Coban videos, and I'm working on that this morning for them. So we can deal with this kind of off docket.
Okay, so we need a reset, correct?
Yeah, maybe like a recall next week just to make sure. Apparently one of the discs with the Coban was blank. So I'm either need to get the disc and copy it again or upload them into eDiscovery, which they should be in there, but she can't find them. So I'm either going to burn them on a disc or relabel them so that she can locate them easier. Because there's just a ton of discovery on this one.
All right, so if we recall this for July 7th, is that enough time to give him given him the disc?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to recall this for July 7th. All right, James, do you have anything else?
I do not, Judge, but could you put me in the breakout room with Ms. Diaz, please, so I can at least have dialogue with her?
All right, and you'll need to bring her back to the main room once you finish speaking with her.
Okay.
All right, Ms. Diaz, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 2 with your attorney.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. Everyone, just give me one moment. Jay Moritz.
Good morning, Judge. Client's name is Clayton Marr. And last time we had our hearing, he was referred to get an evaluation. I know that Dr. Humans, I talked to him briefly. He did an evaluation on the 22nd. So I don't think the court should have anything yet.
Okay, and what is your client's name? The last name.
Clayton Marr, M-A-R-R. Burglary of a vehicle.
All right, and when was the evaluation completed?
Well, he did the interview on 6/22/21, and I gave him general information. It was Michael Humes, the psychologist. And he was set to do the evaluation on 6/22/21.
All right, let me look at the calendar. All right, we'll recall your case on July 21st. And we'll see if we have the information. If we have the evaluation before then, please let us know.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
So I'm going to put down 21st, same time, same place.
Yes, let me just write this in here, please.
I also gave the doctor phone numbers for family to call to verify past mental issues and stuff like that. So hopefully they'll have it all together.
All right, and is your client on bond or in custody?
He's in custody, Judge. He has an extensive, this is the one that he had an extensive criminal history of 19 pages of these types of incidents. And then he fired me there at the last thing, and you couldn't correspond with him very well. So that's why he was referred.
Okay.
So he is still in custody.
All right, so if you get any information before July 21st, let us know.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. You're excused.
Thank you. Have a great day.
All right, you too. Joseph Stetson.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here for another attorney, Joanne de Hoyos. Her client is Fabian Cedillo. He is on bond. We gave him the Zoom link. I don't believe I see a Fabian Cedillo. I was going to ask if the deputy could check if perhaps he's in the courtroom.
I'm here.
Yes, he's present.
Under Marcy Martinez. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I need to confer with the state.
All right, and it's Fabian Cedillo.
Yes, Criminal Trial Division.
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 3.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Luis Martinez,
Morning, Judge.
good morning.
Judge, I've got Pablo Cortez. It's a DWI third with CTD.
I'll send you to breakout room number 4.
Judge, this is the one where we've got a writ on an older DWI, and if we're right on the writ, then this case will get bumped down to county court, and if we're not, then we're just going to plead it.
So where are we on that? That's
We've
'cause we've been doing
were
the
here-
writ for a while now.
Well, Judge, but the writ's on file. The admin sent out the letter to the trial counsel on the other case to get his affidavit in. We should get that one resolved, I think, in the next 30 to 45 days. And like I said, if I'm right, then this case gets busted down, and if I'm wrong, then we plead it. So it should get resolved fairly quickly.
Right. Norma, on Pablo Cortez, can I have a 30-day reset, please?
And Mr. Cortez is in my office, Judge.
Okay.
Judge, you said 45?
No, 30.
He can come back on August 4th, Judge.
All right, we'll see you back on August 4th.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Mick Aguilera,
Good morning, Judge. I
Good
have
morning.
Rosa Alvia. She's in the courtroom. If I can go to a breakout room with Attorney Hector Garza and the prosecutor Hunter Morris, I believe we have an agreement.
It's not Hunter, Mick, it's me.
Oh, well, I thought I saw you do the chat thing there, Elena, but I also thought I saw Hunter's name, so
okay.
It's
I
not
sent you
involved in
to
that.
breakout room number 4.
already.
And Elena, you should be able to go to 4.
I don't know how to do that. You're gonna have to send me.
Okay.
I'm still a Zoom novice.
All right. I sent you
Thank
to
you.
4. You're welcome. Raymond
Judge-
Martinez.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. This is Hector Garza. If you want to toss me in there, the cases are connected.
Sorry. Thank you. All right. Raymond Martinez.
Good morning, Judge. I have Kendall Blunt this morning, family violence. I think we're monitoring discovery issues.
I'll send you to number 5.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Ed Camara. You're on mute, Ed.
You told me to be mute.
Yeah, but I'm talking to you now. So,
Aaron Taylor, it's a criminal trial.
all right, I'm sending you number 6.
Thanks.
Mhm. Ray Villarreal. Eli Rico.
Your Honor, I have Roger Villarreal and it's Criminal Trial Division. In this case, Your Honor, we had talked about giving Mr. Villarreal some time to pay off the amount that was owed in this case. And you had set it for today to do a status check on that. I've talked to my client. He said he needs 2 weeks to pay it off in its entirety. It's a pretty sizable amount, but that's what he's telling me at this point, and is requesting the court give him 2 weeks to pay it off. In my conversations with Mr. Nesbitt, he had told me that we likely would dismiss this case as long as this was paid completely off.
All right, State, do you have any objection to recalling this in 3 weeks for Mr. Villarreal to finish payment?
No, I mean, if it's gonna happen in 3 weeks, I think it's been many, many, many months at this point.
He's
All
correct.
right. So Norma, can you give me a 3-week reset on Roger Villarreal, please?
Yes, ma'am. Can he come back on July 26th?
That's fine, Your Honor.
All right, and July 26th, that's going to be your plea deadline date. So either he's going to have it paid off or he's not.
Okay, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. You and your client are excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hector, Paul Goki.
Good morning, Your Honor. I have Charles Ruiz, defendant, and I'm conferring with Oscar Salinas. Please pardon my speech. I'm having some dental work done.
No, sir. You say Charles who?
Ruiz, R-U-I-Z. Charles Roman Ruiz.
All right, thank you. Could somebody from the prosecutor's office get Oscar Salinas to zoom in, please? And Mr. Goki, I'm going to send you number 7.
7. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Ed Shaughnessy. Ed Shaughnessy.
Yes, I'm here, Your Honor.
Yes, you have?
This is the Jasmine Hardaway matter. And the present status is I've been appointed an expert and I'm trying to get all the material to that expert for him to evaluate the reports. But it's been difficult because the formatting to get him the discovery has been a problem, a minor problem, but not insurmountable. And he also tells me he might need additional material that is not in the discovery as of yet.
All right, who are you conferring with on this?
I think that's Marcus.
Okay, I'm going to send you to a breakout room with Marcus or whoever's conferring with you on that, so we can find out where we are and how much time is needed.
You bet.
All right, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 8.
Okay.
Let's see. All right, Jackson Lindsay.
Good morning, Judge. I'm here for Jose Celedonio. And I don't know that he's on, but we're here for sentencing for his case.
And I'm sorry, what is the last name?
Celedonio, Celedonio.
All right, is there a Jose Celedonio here? All right, we will await your client.
Thank you, Judge.
If Mr. Lindsay can please put his email in the chat box, I can send him the PSI and tap.
I will. Thank you.
All right. Raymond Martinez, you're back for the breakout room on Mr. Blunt.
Yes, Judge, it appears the autopsy report we've been looking for may have finally come in. So that issue has been resolved, but obviously I haven't even seen it yet. I do have a motion on file, Judge, for court-appointed counsel for appeal on the bond issue that hasn't been ruled on by the court. I don't know if you want to set that for another day or just rule on it based on the pleadings that have been filed, but it's sitting in your court unaddressed.
Now, yes, I'm not, based upon what I'm reading in the motion for the appointment of an attorney for appeal, the court is going to deny that. I mean, the court is not appointing him an attorney for appeal on a bond matter. There has been nothing presented to this court that the defendant cannot afford an attorney.
Judge, we've had several hearings where we've addressed that exact issue. But anyway, as long as you can sign me an order, so I'll have something.
Yes, I will.
The court ruled on it.
All right, thank you. I'll do that. So Norma, on Kimball Blunt, can we reset this for 30 days, please?
Yes, ma'am. Come back on August 4th, Judge.
All right.
Judge, I'm gonna be out that week. Can we do it the week after or before?
Okay. Norma, can you put it the week after?
I give you August 13th or the 11th, Mr. Martinez.
13th 's good.
The 13th, okay.
All right, we'll see you on August 13th.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you.
Judge Ed Kamara is back.
Mr. Martinez, just one second. Ray Martinez. Did you need to speak with your client, Mr. Blunt?
You know what? I was just gonna chat him because I forgot to ask you. Yes, if I could, that'd be great.
All right, after you finish speaking to him, if you'll bring him back to the main room.
I will.
So I'm going to send you to breakout room. If you'll go back to breakout room number 5, and Mr. Blunt, if you'll go to 5, please. All right, Ed Kamara.
Yes, Judge, I'm back. I conferred with Marcus. My client evidently has a warrant to pick him up so we can do the competency evaluation. He should be showing up in the courtroom. He's not there as of yet.
Okay, well, we'll wait for your client to appear.
Well, there's a warrant out for him, so will it just be reset or what?
Well, I mean, I won't know what will happen with this case until he actually appears. So you're saying that he's going to appear in court?
I don't know. I haven't been in contact with him. That was the problem. He didn't show up for the last competency appointment, so Mag Court issued a warrant for him.
Okay, so I'm unsure if he's been taken into custody or not. Do you know if he's been taken into custody?
No, he hasn't.
Okay, then, I mean, you're excused. We'll let you know if your client shows up.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Morning.
All right, Mick Aguilera.
Good morning, Judge. We have an agreement on our contested MTR. It involves
We need to
Hector
hear,
Garza,
we need to hear the other case first, Judge.
the co-defendant.
100936A needs to go before B.
All right, let's do that. What's happening with that case? Is that contested?
No, Your Honor, we have a plea of true with an agreement subject to your approval.
Okay, if you all will put that notice in the chat box to Ms. Ferguson so she can get the appropriate paperwork to.
It's been there since you logged on this morning.
Okay, I don't have a copy of the paperwork because.
No, I meant the message in the chat box has been there. Hector put that in there. What do you need specifically? Okay, she's texting me now saying she's gonna send it.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Oh, wait, no, wrong Norma. That's my advocate, Norma. Not to be confused with your coordinator.
Yes, it's Ferguson.
So, okay, Norma Ferguson was messaged first thing this morning about our agreement on the A case.
Okay, so here's the thing, time out. All right, if you all will put in the chat the fact that Norma needs to send him a acknowledgement, a defendant's consent to plea by video. And if y'all can put it in the agreement to her and that defendant's that defendant's email address, we'll get it done. So could somebody put that in the chat box to the court coordinator? Does anybody know how to do that?
Is she in jail? Where is she? Judge, can you put me in a breakout room with everyone, please? Just put me with whoever, and I'll just take care of it from there.
Elena and Hector and the client who's listed here as Lolly.
Why y'all making this into a Monday? That I do not understand. Today
because we're Zoom novices.
Judge, if I can.
Everybody go to
jump in
number
here.
4. Go to number 4. Everyone. Don't come back until paperwork is done. And I say that with patience in my pocket.
Sure. You're gonna have to send me there. I don't know how.
No, Elena, you're already in breakout room number 4. If you'll go to the bottom of your screen, do you see where it say participants, chat, share screen, breakout room?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, click on breakout room.
All right.
And you can see you can go to number 4.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Jackson Lindsay, and before you speak, are you going to try to make this into a Monday or are you going to keep it a Wednesday?
Judge, I always prefer Wednesdays over Mondays.
All right, we're just waiting on your client.
I'm reviewing his PSI right now. I've sent him the link. I'm waiting. I'll try and give him a call and see if I can get him on.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
And does anyone know where Oscar Salinas is?
I'm texting him, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Judge, I just sent you a chat.
Okay. Thank you. All right, Brittany Beck.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're here for a compliance hearing. We're having some issues. Do you know what your issues are?
No, ma'am.
All right, well, that's a problem because in order to be successful, you have to have communication. I'm sorry, to the clerks in the back, I don't have the file for Brittany Beck. It's 2018 CR 10461. All right, so you're asking that your ignition interlock be removed. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, why should I remove that?
Well, I've been blowing my machine and keeping up with it, and I haven't been blowing dirty or anything along those lines. Or
Yeah, but at the urinalysis, you've been giving me diluted samples.
I just went and peed at the place.
No, I mean, I have dilutes coming from you in the last 90 days. March 4th was diluted. June 10th was diluted. So what's going on in your world?
Nothing. I mean, I can go take another one.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Sometimes when people come to court, they come to court clean and they say, oh, I can go take another one. But we're dealing with your past in the sense that you want to be off ignition interlock. Ignition interlock is designed really to protect the public, to stop people from drinking and driving because your vehicle won't start without it. But I'm getting dilutes from you, and that's a problem. And I'm getting a dilute as early as June 10th.
I don't drink. I wake up in the morning at 4:45. I get ready. I get my kids ready. I blow my machine. I drop them off. I blow in between. I get off of work. I have at between 5 and 6. I blow again, and then I drive to the daycare, pick my daughter up, which then I have to blow again. And I mean, I blow every day, all day long, and I'm on the camera. Like I haven't been drinking or anything.
All right, this is what we're gonna do. Probation. We're gonna bring her back mid-July. We're gonna see how she's doing. I don't want to see any more dilutes, Ms. Beck, if you want to be taken off of ignition or interlock. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and are your children with you right now or no?
No, my son's at his grandmother's house and I just dropped my daughter off at daycare before I started this, and then I'm going straight to work.
Okay, what time does your work start?
Well, I was supposed to be there at 8, but I told them I had this at 9, so they said I could come in an hour and a half late.
Okay, when are you off from work?
I work Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. I can make time to do whatever I need to do, though.
All right, so Rebecca, what I want with Ms. Beck is before this week is out, I want another UA from her. And then I want to call her back. Let's call her back mid-July to see how she's doing. If she's doing well, then I will strongly consider removing the ignition interlock.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so you understand what you need to do, Ms. Beck?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so whether or not the ignition interlock is removed, it's completely up to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Because you're supposed to be on ignition interlock half the term. Your half the term has really expired, but the reason why you're still on it is because of your actions. So whether or not you're off the ignition interlock is going to be dependent upon your actions, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm going to get a UA from you before this week is out. And then probation is going to let me know how you're doing on ignition interlock mid-July, okay?
Okay. And then I talked to my probation officer about the community service. She said I have until the end of July to finish it. I did 10 hours yesterday, and then I don't know if she sent you the 10 I did previous to that. We had trouble finding a place that would accept me.
Okay, no problem. They show me that you've been doing well, other than this slight issue we have, but we're going to take care of that. All right, Rebecca, do you need to see her in the breakout room?
Yes, let me just make sure she knows where to go for the drug test.
All right, Ms. Beck, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 1.
Okay, does it automatically send me or do I have to do something?
Oh, you'll see it pop up.
And Judge, I send you a chat as well.
Okay.
Your Honor, may I interrupt you?
Just give me one moment. Rebecca Reyes, where are you? Oh, she's already gone. I'm in another breakout room. Jessica Fuentes, where are you? Sarah Thatcher.
Judge, they're both in a breakout room.
Okay, awesome. All right, thank you. All right, Joseph Stateson.
Yes, Your Honor. I have not finished conferring with ADA Hunter. I have to be in the 379th in person at 10 a.m. for Monica Godetto trial setting. Hunter said that I can come back around 11:30 to finish conferring. And
all right.
In the meantime, would Mr. Cedillo be excused? He's present. He's on Zoom.
Yes, he can zoom back in at 11:30.
11:30. All right. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, Mick Aguilera.
Judge, I'm going to sit here quietly and let Elena and the co-defendant do their motion first, and that'll resolve mine.
Okay, well, as soon as I have the paperwork, we'll make that happen.
Okay.
Okay, and Jackson Lindsay, we're just waiting for your client to appear.
Judge, I've-
Raymond Martinez, you're done with Mr. Blunt?
Yes, Judge, we've conferred, yes.
All right, thank you. Norma, can you let them know that 16B can go back?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Martinez, thank you for coming.
Judge, I just sent the paperwork to Hector. Can you send his client into a breakout room with him so they can do the paperwork, please?
I don't even know who Hector's client is.
Lolly?
All right, Hector, can you go back to breakout room number 4, please? Yeah, he's on the phone. Hector, you need to go to breakout room number 4 to go over paperwork with your client. Ed Shaughnessy, what is happening with Jasmine Hardaway?
One moment, Your Honor. Can you hold on just a second?
Yes, sure.
Your Honor, my client's actually present through Zoom.
Judge, I think Judge.
I was zooming into the court in Uvalde simultaneously, Your Honor.
No problem. All right, so what is the update on the amount of time for discovery?
Well, Your Honor, that is subject to a little bit of confusion because the discovery is complete to a degree in that the state has given me everything that they have in their possession. And when I say state, I mean the district attorney's office. What my expert is telling me is there might be some documentation in possession of the medical examiner's office that, as a general rule, doesn't get forwarded to the district attorney's office as part of the autopsy report. And my expert tells me he might need more than just the medical reports from the out-of-town hospital and the autopsy report. I've been in communication with him, but getting him what I have and finding out if he needs more is proven kind of difficult. In this case, I'm sure the state is aware of it, is going to hinge on medical testimony to a great degree. And that's why I sought and obtained the expert, and he is out of state, which further makes matters difficult. I can't really anticipate having any conclusion from him until mid to late August.
Okay, so here's the question: when is he getting the materials that he say he needs that
Well,
he thinks may or may
that-
not exist?
Well, I can't give you a concrete date on when he will get that, because first of all, it has to be determined if it even exists, and I have to figure out what exactly he is seeking before I can communicate with the state or the ME's office as to whether it actually exists. And I haven't been able to get him to get back to me on what he may or may not need. So it's difficult.
So I
But
mean,
even if he had it today, I don't think I would get a report from him for at least probably 6 weeks.
all right, so, but here's the problem where the court is at. I don't even know if something exists. I'm sorry, Michael Trishton, if that's not you would not have that bunny rabbit in court, so do not have that bunny rabbit on screen. Is that some sort of support animal you're saying or something? Why are people turning today into a Monday? Is that bunny rabbit a support animal?
It's my dog.
Is that dog a support animal?
No, it was just,
Well,
she's just
then
sitting behind me.
he needs to go somewhere else. What is your dog's name?
Bailey.
Well, Bailey or whatever your dog's name is needs to go somewhere else. You're in a courtroom.
Okay.
Everybody put patience in your pocket. Take it out when needed. So Ed, here's the court's question.
Okay.
When are you going to discover from your expert or from the state, well, when are you going to discover from your expert what he needs? And two, whether or not the ME actually has this? That's the question.
Well, I'm going to be in trial in Medina County all next week, so I don't think I'll know before next week. And I probably won't get that information next week either. I'm trying a capital murder case in Hondo next week for the state. So I really don't anticipate having a great deal more information for the court until middle of July.
All right, this is what we're going to do. Norma, recall this for 30 days for discovery. After that, I'm going to set dates. If anybody wants to have a motion heard, they can have motion heard. And after that, there's going to be a plea deadline date. Norma, so can you give him 30 days, please?
Judge, I can do August 6th.
All right, we'll see you back on August 6th.
I think I might be in trial in, where is it? Wilson County on that date.
All right, we'll see if you're in trial or not. If you're not in trial, zoom in. If you are in trial, we'll figure something out.
Will do. All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a great Wednesday.
You bet.
All right, anything else?
Judge,
Your Honor, Hector Garza, I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yes.
Judge, I'm trying to handle 2 other Zooms. If I could just have a few minutes to go announce on those, and then I'll come right back.
No. I have patience in my pocket, but no. This is scheduled at 9 a.m. It is now 9:50. All I'm waiting for, people, is a acknowledgement or a consent to a video plea. I understand that there are other Zooms that people need to be in, but right now everybody's in the 187 District Court. There are 2 people hinging on what is happening with your client, Mr. Garza, who was ordered to be physically in the courtroom, and she is not. So everyone, get the paperwork to me.
Well, Judge, I've already done my part and I've been patiently waiting since 9 o'clock. So
Well, your
I
client
don't
hasn't done her
understand how
part.
that falls on
This
me.
is the thing. Attorneys will say they do their part. Like I've signed my paperwork and then the client hasn't signed it. The court has nothing in their email showing that the client has signed the consent to appear by video. Is it still in that client's email box? I don't know. What I do know is it's not in mine. Mr. Garza,
Well,
I'm
and it
sure
sounds-
you signed yours, but your client probably hasn't
haven't
signed
signed-
hers.
I haven't signed it either, Judge, because it hasn't made it to me either. And we
Well,
provided all
that's
the
where we are.
information to the agreement as well as the email. So again, I can't do anything.
Yeah. All right, everybody stand here till this is taken care of. That's where we are. And Jackson Lindsay will wait your client.
Judge, I've repeatedly tried to reach out to him and he's not responding. So I don't know. I doubt he'll make it today. So
All right, we will go on the record.
Oh, man. There's a record referred to, right?
Yes, it was.
Oh, we're gonna have the.
All right. Court is calling 2020 CR 10711, State of Texas versus Jose Angel Celedonio. Could I have parties announced for the record, please, for the state?
Hunter Morris.
For the defense.
Jackson Lindsay on behalf of Mr. Jose Celedonio.
All right, we're proceeding by video. Any objections from the state?
None from the state.
Any objections from the defense?
None.
All right. This hearing was scheduled at 9 a.m. It is now 9:53 a.m. The defendant has not appeared on the Zoom screen. Deputy Laura, Deputy Mejia, is there a Jose Angel Celedonio in the courtroom?
No, Your Honor, he is not.
Defense, have you had any contact with your client?
As of last week, yes, Judge, he was aware of today's court setting. We sent him multiple emails with the Zoom link for today's hearing. He was also aware he could possibly appear in court. As of this morning, I've not had any contact with him.
All right, state.
Yes, Judge. First, was Mr. Celedonio admonished about his failure to appear for sentencing?
Yes, he was.
The state would ask this court to forfeit his bond and issue a warrant.
All right, that will be granted. Mr. Lindsay, if you are able to get in touch with your client and your client presents himself, the court will reconsider.
Thank you, Judge. I'll try to get a hold of him still.
All right, you're welcome.
May I be excused?
Yes.
Thank you.
It's one of those things that I'm waiting for this attorney over here. And I think we might have to this for the.
All right, and Norma, could you get in touch with Ed Camara, his attorney, his client, Mr. Taylor is here.
Yes, ma'am. Can I talk to you in a breakout room real quick, Judge?
Yes, I'll meet you in breakout room number 4. Where's the paperwork on Hector Garza's client? Which box is it in?
In Mr. Garza's email.
Hector Garza. All right, who's the client for Mr. Hector Garza?
I am, Your Honor.
All right, you're supposed to be in court, not on Zoom. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Why are you not in the courtroom?
Because I got a late notice last night at
No,
4 p.m.
no,
and
there
I
was
live
no
in
late,
Houston.
there was no late notice for you to be in the courtroom. This was previously set. It's been set for months. Why are you not in the courtroom?
Because it was set up for via Zoom, ma'am.
No, it was not. You were told to be in the courtroom because this was originally set as a contested hearing. So again, we go back to why are you not in the courtroom?
My attorney told me not to go in there, Your Honor.
Hector Garza, where are you? Norma, call Hector Garza and tell him to get back on this Zoom.
Yes, ma'am.
Norma?
Yes, ma'am.
On the case that's Hector Garza's client and Mick Aguilera's client,
Yes, ma'am.
reset this.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
And you can reset it sometime next week. And his client will need to appear in court. And I hope that is clear to you, that you need to appear in the 187th District Court. It is fourth floor, 300 De La Rosa, Bexar County, Texas.
He's gonna
San
fix it.
Antonio. Number, what date are you going to give her?
On Tuesday.
Whenever she comes back, she can just let me know.
Okay, so that will be on.
And tell her to call her lawyer.
Okay, everyone, please mute yourself. All right, that's going to be on July 6th. So Ms. Altus, we're going to take this up on July 6th.
Your Honor, that is on Miss Eulalia Avila, the A case.
Yes.
Okay, I have, if you can keep Miss Avila, the B case, she needs permission to leave the courtroom. She's paying some restitution this morning. Norma Ferguson was down there. She has cash. We need her to be able to go get a cashier's check or a money order and come back. She's got Norma's business card. We can receive that money. And if we do that today, we have a resolution on her case.
All right, thank you very much. So we'll do that one with Nick's client, but with Hector's client, Miss Eulalia Avila, we will see you on Tuesday, July 6th at the Bexar County Courthouse, 4th floor, 187 District Court, 300 De La Rosa, Bexar County, Texas. Do you understand?
I'm sorry, something was wrong with my mic. Can you, what was that, ma'am? Sorry.
You need to be in the 187th District Court in person, not on Zoom, on July 6th at 9 a.m. It is 300 De La Rosa, 4th floor. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. You're excused. We'll see you on July 6th.
And Judge, Ms. Fuentes, Jessica Fuentes is on Zoom. She's her probation officer. She now heard the new setting. Can she be excused as well?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Jessica.
Is Ms. Thatcher excused as well?
Ms. Thatcher, yeah, I don't,
Yes.
we're gonna resolve Ms. Avila's case like we discussed in the breakout room. Is that all right with you, Judge? Is Ms. Thatcher?
Yes. No, that's fine.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge.
Oh, Miguel Hernandez.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, who do you have?
Mr. Julio Bustos. We needed to finish up the MTR from last time.
All right, let me see what's going on with Mr. Bustos. All right, he pled true to violation of condition number 5.
Yes, Your Honor.
What was the state recommendation going to be on this?
I think they had offered him to go to either SafeP or 2 years TDC, and he opted for the 2 years TDC is what I understood.
Okay. All right, who's the prosecutor on this?
I don't remember who. It's a criminal trial division, but I don't remember who was doing it.
All right, let me send you to a breakout room with somebody from criminal trial division.
Okay, Judge. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. I'm going to send you to breakout room number 2.
Thank you, Judge.
Hey, Judge, it's Hunter.
Yes.
Did Mr. Stateson let you know what was going on in Fabian Cedillo's cases?
No, he said that he was going to be back at 11 because he had to go to an in-person trial setting case.
Okay, yes. He is coming back. I'm looking over some videos. He had some questions, and there was a lot of discovery, and I didn't have an answer for him immediately. So I just wanted to make sure the court was aware that he was supposed to come back.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Mhm.
Hello, Your Honor.
Yes.
Hi, this is Oscar Salinas. I was in the breakout room with Mr. Goki.
I'm present as well, ma'am.
Yes.
So we're here for a discovery compliance. Mr. Goki came to my office, I think it was last week, to view the images that Mr. Ruiz is indicted for. There are 11 images. Additionally, there are other images that were found on a device that has been extracted. He was able to see some of them, but given time constraints, he still needs to view additional images and that are on that phone. Also, I informed Mr. Goki, and it's in the prosecution guide, that 18 devices were seized from Mr. Ruiz. Because his client is not a priority one, the extractions on those are going to take some time. I don't have a time frame yet for the court, but we are still negotiating regardless of those extractions. Mr. Goki also mentioned to me that he's thinking about pursuing a motion to suppress on this case, and to consider that in our plea negotiations, which is something that I told him I would consider. Kind of any issue, the issue that he pointed out to me with our case. But so we're just asking for a little more time just to kind of hammer. I think we're close to a deal on this case, but if we could just have a reset just to make sure that we just knock out those issues, and I'll check on the 18 device extraction for this case.
All right. Norma, can you reset this for 30 days?
August 6th, Judge.
All right, we'll see you back on August 6th.
August 6th, I have it. Thank you kindly, may I be excused?
Yes, I don't think your client is on screen. So who's waving?
I'm sure he's attending.
Yes, I'm here, Judge.
Oh, okay. All right, so Mr. Ruiz, your case is being called back for August 6th.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, it shows him in jail, Norma.
He's on bond, yes, ma'am.
You bonded out, Judge.
Okay. All right, we'll see you on August 6th.
Great. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. You're all excused.
See you, Oscar.
Judge, you paused for a second. Can I interrupt?
Yes.
So Miss Avila, the Rosa Avila, is making a payment, and it's going to take her, I'm going to say, 45 minutes or so to get the proper form of payment for me.
Okay.
Can I be excused to go answer a docket in another room, and I'll come as soon as that's resolved?
Yes.
My cell phone, and so does Norma. So if I'm needed before I come back, just text me on my personal cell that you have.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, and Norma, can you see where Ed Piker is?
Yes, ma'am. And I send you a chat, Judge.
Yes. Let me answer. All right, Anita Kell, who do you have?
I have Michael Tristan. It's 2021 CR 2779.
Okay.
And we applied for pretrial diversion. I sent the application to Beatrice.
Okay, let's see where we are on that. Norma, do you have an update on the pretrial diversion application on Michael Tristan?
No, ma'am. Can you give me just a moment, Judge?
All right, thanks.
Judge, could you ask Bustos to go to room 2 with his attorney?
All right, Bustos, if you'll go to breakout room number 2, please.
Oh, perfect. I was just. You have this thing. Yeah. Is that all I have, or do you?
Judge,
Yes.
they have no paperwork on the pretrial diversion.
All right, Miss Kale, do you know where the paperwork would be on Mr. Tristan?
I emailed it to Miss Beatrice. I have my email proof.
Okay.
They don't have anything in the system, Anita.
We just did it though yesterday. That might be why.
That could be why.
Yeah.
All right, Norma, when do we need to call this back?
He was having a hard time pulling it up, so my office ended up talking to him and writing it out for him.
We can do 30 days.
All right, so when will we come back, Norma?
I think August, I want to say 2nd. I think that's a Tuesday. Give me 1 second, Judge. Let me.
Okay.
August 3rd.
All right, so we'll come back on August 3rd.
Could we do August 4th? I'm coming back from Los Angeles on August 3rd.
Oh, well, why don't you just put that out for all of us? Are you're coming back from a vacation and enjoying the beautiful the beautiful California scenery?
Yes.
Oh, she didn't even say, well, no, it's going to be all work.
No. A close friend of mine had surgery and it was successful, so we're celebrating her.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Norma, August 4th, is that okay?
Yes, ma'am. That's fine.
Okay, thank you.
All right, have a good one.
Maybe we'll be
enjoy, be safe.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Ed Piker, you're here on Beltron for.
I am, Judge, for a plea, and I've got some of the paperwork that I sent back, but I didn't get the discovery acknowledgement or the application for deferred.
Okay.
I sent back what I had.
Okay, Norma, on Beltron, Ed Piker she's in custody. He says he needs the application for deferred.
It comes in all in one email, Judge.
Okay, you think maybe I didn't go down far enough on it then, maybe?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll go back and look at that.
All right, Ms.
'Cause I sent
Beltron.
it.
No, go ahead, Ed. What do you say?
No, I said I sent back what I thought I was signing. Or maybe I didn't go down far enough, but I'll still need the discovery acknowledgement from the DA eventually.
Okay, well, I'm sending you and your client to breakout room number 3.
Okay, very good.
All right, you're welcome. Miguel, you're back on Mr. Bustos.
Yes, Your Honor. I just talked to the state and I talked to Mr. Bustos. We'd like to see if we could finish up the MTR with the sentencing portion of it or the agreement.
Okay, I'm trying to find, can you go to breakout room number 2 and have your client leave that room and come back to the main room?
Sorry. I apologize.
No problem.
Judge, I just sent you an email.
Okay. Thank you. Juan Martinez. Juan Martinez.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Can you find a place and be stationary for me, please?
Yes, ma'am. It's because I was in the living room and then I came out. I went outside, but my phone's dying, so I came back in my room.
Okay, no problem.
I'm sorry about the inconvenience, Miss. No, I know. I was talking to the co-host. I was telling him, no, I'm not driving. I'm just trying to, because I charged my phone, but it's dying on me.
Okay, nobody said you were driving.
Mhm.
Okay. All right,
Okay.
so we have an issue, Mr. Martinez. Do you have any idea what that issue is?
Okay, I know I'm lacking on my payments and also my UAs.
All right, so why are you
But
failing your UAs? What's going on in your world?
okay, right now I'm currently unemployed. I've been there for a while. I'm waiting on my unemployment to come through, but I still haven't have no response because I guess they're waiting on
Okay,
my
Mr.
company.
Martinez, Mr. Martinez, I want us to focus a little bit, okay? So what is going wrong with your UAs? That's what we're focusing on.
Okay, I told my probation officer I am dirty. Last couple of months, but I recently went into detox because I need help.
All right, so what drugs are you using? And when you're
Okay.
tested today, what are the results going to be?
It's gonna be opiates.
All right. So
But
how often are you using it?
It's daily, ma'am.
Okay. All right, so you need some help. So we're going to give you some help.
Okay. Also, I'm not too sure. My probation officer, send you the certificates that I did complete.
Yeah, no, but here's the thing, Mr. Martinez. I understand that you've been successful at some things, and I appreciate that. But now we got to focus on this drug issue, because you can't be successful on probation if you're continuing to use drugs. You understand?
Yes.
So I'm giving you a chance to try and help you.
Okay.
Drugs are not good, right? Especially illegal drugs. You don't know who's making them. You don't know what's in them. One or two things going to end up happening. Either you're going to end up going to prison or state jail facility, or either worst case scenario, somebody could make some drugs that are not good for you, and you could end up getting a bad batch and dying.
Yes.
Or you could end up with a bad batch and be in a vegetative state, and somebody else has to take care of you.
Yes.
So, how many children do you have?
I have two.
And what are their ages?
2 and 5 months.
All right, Mr. Martinez, just have a seat. Find a place, sit down. All right, are your children living with you?
Yes.
All right, see, that's a problem because you're using drugs. Is there any other adult in the home?
Yes, my wife and their grandparents.
All right, so that probably what that's telling to me is that your wife may be a user as well.
Correct,
So,
but she's not.
Well, I mean, you said correct, but she's not. It's
no, I'm incorrect on the part that it seems like it.
Well, what I understand in my small time on the planet is that people who are alike tend to hang out with each other. For example, I really don't hang around with marathon runners because I don't run marathons. If they were sitting down, have a conversation about running, I wouldn't have anything to add to their conversation of running because I don't run on a regular basis the way they do. Now, foodies tend to hang out with other foodies. They can tell you about every restaurant in San Antonio. People who are using drugs daily, like you're using drugs daily, usually hang around with other people who are using drugs daily. And you can't tell me that your wife does not know that you're using, that her grandparents don't know that you're using. And you can't tell me that at some point in time you have not used in that home, which is bad for your children. They see things, they know things. I'm sure they know that their father is using. So we're going to have to put a stop to that.
Okay. See, this is what I don't. I went to detox. I told my wife I was using. She said, correct. You need to go get help, she told me. And I went to go get help. I went to detox on to the place next to Haven for Hope. I went there. And I've been in the process since 5 18 of 2021. And that's when I got discharged. And from there, I've been going to outpatient treatment by myself. And then I'm currently on River City Rehabilitation Center. I've been there for about 3 weeks now.
Okay, but are you still using?
No, I'm going through their program to help me out.
No. When's the last time you used? And here's the thing, you need to be honest with me because I'm trying to get you help and I can't get you help if you're not going to be honest with me.
No, ma'am, I'm being honest. I haven't.
So if you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be? And know that I can drug test you today.
Okay, look, they're giving me methadone. The River City Rehabilitation Center. They're treating me with methadone. So I'm gonna test positive for opiates.
What level do they have you on?
40.
And how often are you taking it?
I'm taking it every mornings.
Okay, here's the thing. I know people love methadone. Methadone is just another drug.
Yes.
Right? And you cannot function and be present in your children's life and be present on probation when you're on methadone. Rebecca, this is what I want for Mr. Martinez. I want him to do, see if Lifetime Recovery or CrossPoint will accept him. Mr. Martinez, I don't do this to be cruel to you or to be mean, but you are not being a good parent in your children's life if you're not 100% present. And you're not 100% present right now. So you're either going to do Lifetime Recovery or CrossPoint. And we're going to see, I would send you to felony drug court, but felony drug court is full. They don't have any room.
Yeah, but the thing is, how am I not present? I wake up every day trying to provide for my kids. I recently got on this program so I can go to work and go get my life situation. I'm no longer talking to my friends who were my triggers. I'm not around my triggers no more. I'm trying to get into a better place.
Mr. Martinez, am I sending you to prison? No. So I don't understand what you don't understand about you need help with your drug problem. And you're not even appropriately focusing on what I'm saying. You're acting as though I just told you you're going to prison.
No,
did I say you were going to prison? Yes or no? So what I said was that you are going to get help either through Lifetime Recovery or CrossPoint. Lifetime Recovery and CrossPoint can help you with issues involving your children and your drug use. Because honestly, right now, I don't understand why Child Protective Services is not in your life. You have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. You've been using drugs. Yes, you're saying the mom is there, the grandparents are there. Right now, you're not doing anything that you're supposed to be doing as a father. Now, does that mean that you can't become a great father? No. It just means right now you got to get help for yourself. Because right now you're not working, so that means you're not financially providing. You're not working, but you're using drugs, and the type of drugs you're using, I know no one's giving you that for free. So that means that you're taking money from your household for drugs. What I'm trying to do is help you and hopefully keep you out of going to prison. Do you understand?
Yes, yes.
All right, so you have a choice. If you want to go to prison, I will send you to prison. If you want help with your drug problem, we are here to give you help with your drug problem. So what would you like to do?
I'll take the help.
Okay, see how easy that was? I mean, that's one of the first steps. And people think it's the most difficult step, but the easiest step, and some people, it's hard though, to say, I have a problem and I need help. We're here to help you. All right. Because of your probation, it's going to have to be extended, Mr. Martinez. So it's going to be extended, and we're going to make sure that you get either into lifetime recovery or Crosspoint. Crosspoint is very good. So is lifetime recovery, Rebecca. And we'll extend him for a year and go ahead and let him do a TAP evaluation. And if he's not eligible for Crosspoint or lifetime, then do intensive outpatient treatment in the sober meetings. And we need to add a UA hotline for him. So Mr. Martinez, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 1. I want you to go there, speak with probation, and just know that we're here to help you, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Martinez, good luck to you. When you come back next time, I want you to show me that you're being a good parent and that everything is going well in your life, all right? All right, so that is where he's going. Yes, just 1 second, everyone.
Judge, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Judge, can I see you in a breakout room?
Yes, I can see you in breakout room number 4.
Attorney.
Basically, anybody just calls cops and then they say that I touched them and I didn't.
Are they gonna bring this up in a little bit?
Mr. Bustos, when the judge comes back, they'll call us.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Norma.
All right, Mr. Chavez, you are here on Christopher Caballero, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'll send you to a breakout room to confer.
Thank you.
I'll send you to breakout room number 3.
Okay.
And I have paperwork for Amanda Beltran that I am signing.
All right, that's on my case, Judge.
Yes. So once it goes through, we should be able to.
That'd be good. I just got an email from Judge Harrell that wants me ASAP somewhere, but I told him I'm with you, and that's just not possible.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. So as soon as they hand me the paperwork, we're going to take up Ms. Beltran.
Great.
All right, are we ready on Mr. Bustos?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the court is going to call 2019 CR 9657, State of Texas versus Julio Bustos. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Meredith McIntyre for the state.
For the defense?
Miguel Hernandez for the defense.
All right, and could you unmute? Are you Mr. Bustos?
Hello,
Are you Mr. Are you
hello,
Mr.
Judge.
Bustos?
Hello, Judge.
Hello.
How you
Are
doing?
you? Are
Yes,
you?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
We're proceeding by video. Any objections from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Any objections from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Bustos entered a plea of true on May 19th to violation of condition number 5. Mr. Bustos, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 10 years in prison? Did you understand?
Yes, Judge.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
I have trouble understanding. I just don't
Oh,
understand.
Okay,
Like, I have
so let's,
it's really.
we'll take it one at a time.
I'm sorry.
No problem. So, Mr. Bustos, you pled true to violation of condition number 5, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Judge.
All right. You understand you're on probation, correct?
Yes, Judge.
Under the contract that you have with the court is that if you were revoked, the court could sentence you up to 10 years in prison. Did you understand that?
Yes, Judge.
Yeah, you may have worked out an agreement with the state and the defense. I don't know if I'm going to follow that agreement or not, but I need to let you know. Nope, listen to my question. Do you understand any agreement that's been worked out between the state and the defense? I don't have to follow that agreement. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
All right. So what that means is that I could sentence you up to 10 years in prison. Do you understand that?
Yes, Judge. I do.
Do you still want to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
Hell no, Judge. No,
Okay, first
Judge.
of all, why are you using that language me? And see, here's the problem, Mr. Nope, shut up. Here's the problem, Mr. Bustos. You were here last time on May 19th, and on May 19th, you got sent back because you were behaving inappropriately. And here you are again, behaving inappropriately. I don't know. Do you want to spend the rest of your life at the jail with us waiting to do
No,
this?
Judge. I just don't want to do no 10 years.
Nope. Let me just tell you this. A lot of people don't want to get things. And a lot of people don't want to face consequences for what they've done. But guess what? Life is filled with choices. And when you make certain choices, there are consequences for those choices. You've pled true to violation of condition number 5. If you want to have a contested hearing, we'll set this for contested hearing. So what do you want to do?
Okay. I don't want to do no prison, no 10 years, Judge.
Yeah, okay, so this is what's going to end up happening. We're going to end up having a contested hearing on Mr. Bustos. He doesn't want to go forward.
I don't understand, Judge. There's disability out there. I'm like special needs. I don't understand what you're trying to tell me, Judge.
Yeah, you do. You understand that you didn't do
And not
it.
just that, I was trying to
Understand-
apologize for my actions.
No, you're not trying to apologize for your actions, because if you were, you wouldn't be using profanity. You understand the consequences of your actions. You understand that you're on probation for robbery. And I understand people have special needs. I understand people may have mental health issues. I understand people may have drug issues.
But you asked me if I want to
But
do
let me
10
just
years.
tell you what,
I don't want to do 10 years, Judge. I don't.
guess what? Nobody wants to do 10 years. Guess what? Nobody at the Bexar County Jail wants to be at the Bexar County Jail, but there are consequences for actions.
Judge.
So I don't know why you're pretending as if, oh my gosh, I can do whatever I want to do and there are no consequences. You are not a child. You're an adult. You're not a 2-year-old. You're not a toddler. You're not a baby who does not know right from wrong. There are consequences for your actions, and these are your consequences. You had a contract with the court. The court gave you an opportunity to be on probation. All you had to do while you were on probation was probably report, not pick up any new offenses, follow recommendations, and you didn't want to do that. So that's why we're here, and we're dealing with those consequences. We're dealing with consequences of you not reporting. And guess what? If you didn't want to be at the Bexar County Jail, if you didn't want to be looking at potentially 10 years in prison, then you should have reported.
Judge, I was homeless, Judge. I've been working out there too, Judge. I've been doing everything I had to.
We're going to have a
Judge.
contested hearing because obviously he doesn't want to follow with this plea of truth. We're not coming back doing this again. This has been going on since May with us
Judge,
trying to have a hearing
Judge,
on his
Judge.
motion to revoke.
Judge, may I ask you speak, Judge, please? Judge.
What?
Judge, I've been working, Judge. I was homeless.
No, I'm not talking about what you've been. No.
Back. And yes,
All right,
I do want to go to
Norma, can I have a contested hearing set for Mr. Bustos, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Really? Okay.
Judge, I can do July 14th.
Mr. Hernandez, is July 14th okay for you for a contested hearing?
I believe so, Your Honor, but let me just check real quick. The 14th. You said July 14th?
Yes.
I'm supposed to be picking a jury in the 399th on that day, and the guy's been in jail for like a couple of years already, so
okay.
I'm pretty sure that we're going to be number one on that one.
All right, Norma, do you have another date that's available?
I can do it maybe July 12th.
Is that good for you, Mr. Hernandez?
That's fine, Judge. July 12th?
Yes.
Your Honor, can I go into a breakout room with Miguel?
Yes. All right, Miguel, if you'll go to breakout room number 3.
Thank you, Judge.
And Ms. Beltran, I'm going to send you to a breakout room so they can swear you in. If you could go to number 2, please.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. And Mr. Piker, I've sent you to number 2 as well. All right, Jonathan Chavez, you're back.
Yes, Your Honor. I actually wasn't able to confer, but I was misinformed in the case. Mr. Caballero actually was offered pretrial diversion and accepted that.
Okay. Norma, do you have an update on the pretrial diversion for Christopher Caballero?
Let me check on that, Judge. Give me just 1 second.
Okay. Mr. Chavez, it shows that it's been taken care of, so it's been dismissed.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Thanks, Lupe. And you can take, well, let me keep that one, but that one can go back.
Can you send that invite to the regular Beltran? I can't jump around.
Judge, do you know who,
Yes?
Jasmine's iPhone is? Do you know who that is?
Who is Jasmine's iPhone?
I think that's Ed's client, Shaughnessy.
Yeah. Okay, Ed Shaughnessy, what is your full name, please?
Jasmine Hardaway.
All right, Ms. Hardaway, your case has been reset.
Wait, really?
Yes, it's reset for August 6th. Your attorney wants to obtain some more discovery for the expert.
Okay, August, okay.
Yes, and you'll
Thank
need to
you.
zoom in. All right, you're welcome. And the next time you zoom in, you need to show your video and rename your phone as Jasmine Hardaway, because otherwise we won't know who you are.
Do you know how to do that? I can just Google it. Never mind. I'll Google it.
All right, thank you.
So
Have
I'm
a
on
good
the
rest of your
iPad.
day.
Okay, you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, Norma, the people we're waiting for Angela Blake. I said her name once and she pops in. Angela, I called your name and you just suddenly appear.
Hi, Judge.
Hi. You have Mr. Perez Gallardo.
Gallardo, yeah.
All right, and I believe this is family violence.
Correct.
So I'll send you to breakout room number 4. Prosecutor will meet you there.
And Joe Ray was who I was talking to the last time. I believe we had a deal, so
All right, awesome. I just sent him there.
thank you.
And everyone just give me a
Judge,
yes.
Mick's in the courtroom with his client.
Okay, awesome. So are we?
Who else are you missing?
Angela Blake just came in. And Anton Hayek, let me see if he's still in a breakout room. Yeah, we need Anton Hayek back. I don't know where he went.
Okay.
And then we need to do the plea on Beltran. All right, Angela Blake, you're back.
Yes, Judge, can I be put in a room with Mr. Perez Guajardo?
Yes, if you'll go back to breakout room number 4.
Okay.
And I'll send your client to number 4.
Thank you.
Mick, are you ready?
Are you ready? Judge is asking if you're ready.
I'm ready?
Yes. Where you see yourself right there. Go back,
Yes.
right back. There.
Sorry about that, Judge. I haven't
No
been here.
problem.
I haven't been here in a year and a half, Judge. I took a while to find it.
All right, are you ready, Mick, on your case?
I believe Elena has got the right documents, the prosecutor.
All right, are you all ready to go?
Judge, we have received $2,000 towards her restitution amount. And in light of that receipt of the money towards restitution, the state's going to withdraw their motion.
Okay, well, if you will send that document to.
I don't have any documents to send. I'm not in possession of those things.
If you, I tell you what, probation officers in breakout room number 1, you all will have to let her know that you want to withdraw the motion. Then she can file the documents for me.
I will go to breakout room number 1. I figured out how to do that. I want credit for that.
Oh, I'm going to give you credit, but you can do it now that I've made you co-host.
I will move myself to breakout room number 1.
Oh my gosh.
I'll be back.
All right, thank you.
Judge, I'm just gonna stay in the courtroom until excused.
Oh, sure. If you want to wait for the documents, you can. As soon as they send them to me, I will sign it.
I'll stick around.
Okay, all right, thank you. Here, this one go back. Ed Piker, you've been patiently waiting on Miss Beltran. Are you all ready?
We are ready. She's been sworn in.
All right, is there someone from the state on Beltran?
Madam Morris, Judge.
All right, the court is calling 2021 CR 4088, State of Texas versus Amanda Beltran. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Madam Morris.
for the defense?
Ed Piker for Miss Beltran.
And are you Miss Beltran?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objection from the state?
None, Judge.
No objection from defense.
All right, Ms. Beltran, did you sign a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Appear by Video?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review that document with your attorney and did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily consented to appear by video. I'm showing you what's entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication or Community Supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you electronically sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, I'm showing you what's entitled Acknowledgement of Discovery. Have you received all the discovery in this case and did you review it with your client?
Yes, I did.
Court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily consented to appear by video. Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Beltran, I'm showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that document with your attorney and did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do so waive.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Judge.
Ms. Beltran, I'm showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand what you're charged with is unauthorized use of a vehicle that's a state jail felony? The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea bargain agreement and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses to this offense?
She has.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes, I do.
Do you believe she's currently competent but was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, I do.
Ms. Beltran, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea bargain agreement to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. I'm showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that page with your attorney and did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea bargain agreement, state is requesting a $1,500 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication. They will take in consideration County Court Cause number 656-690, 661-960. There's restitution, if any, to Melvin Cisneros, and also restitution to Eric Solace and cause number 656690. Did you understand that to be the plea bargain agreement, Ms. Beltran?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, it is.
State, is that the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Judge.
Next, I'm showing you the paragraph entitled Waiver of Appeal. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
I have not.
Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargaining agreement. The state is requesting that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 3 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 120 hours community service restitution, no contact with Melvin Cisneros, Eric Solace, MIC evaluation, and MRT. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offense is charged in the indictment, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No consent.
State any evidence to support the defendant's no contest plea.
It offers states one attachments, Judge.
We have reviewed them, no objection.
Ms. Beltran, I'm going to show you what's entitled Wavering Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you electronically sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. The court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, the court will defer finding of guilt as you applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We would like to, yes.
All right, anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, I'm gonna ask you if you follow the agreement and talking to her, I think she was manipulated to a point, but has the time that she's been in jail now, I think she's matured quite a bit since I first met her. And I think she's ready to do this and also to be successful in the deferred.
Okay, where does Eric Solace come into everything? Because I know this case isn't about him, but there is restitution to Eric Solace in 656690. Who is Eric Solace?
Judge, he was a complaining witness on the misdemeanor theft. He actually wrote a letter to me, an affidavit of sorts, saying that he didn't believe that Miss Beltran had anything to do with the actual theft or going to the pawn shop that she was actually, and this is what I was referring to before, that she was with a male individual who seemed to force her into doing the theft and letting him into the apartment and then going to the pawn shop. There was evidence on the film from the pawn shop that showed this guy was with her at the pawn shop, kind of directing traffic. And so Mr. Solace had written to me that he not only didn't want to pursue this, but he didn't believe that it was done of her own free will, that she was forced into that. So that's where Mr. Solace plays in.
All right. So, Ms. Beltran, do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am. I have one.
What's the child's age?
She's gonna be 5.
And who is taking care of your 5-year-old?
Her father.
How far did you go in school?
I went to my freshman year.
Again, with the 9th grade. Why did you drop out?
I just started going down the wrong path, and I just didn't want my mom to get at fault for it. So I told her to take me out.
So what are you planning on doing with the rest of your life? And I'm gonna need you to speak up because the court reporter is having a hard time hearing. So am I.
I'm currently gonna enroll in this Catholic program where they help you get your diploma. And I'm gonna get my diploma, but my mom was recommending me to get my GED first.
How old are you?
I'm 23 years old, ma'am.
I'm sorry?
23 years old.
Has Child Protective Services been involved?
No, ma'am.
Where are you gonna be living?
You want the address?
No, I mean, are you gonna be living by yourself?
No, ma'am.
Who are you gonna be living with?
With my uncle.
Is there a reason you won't be living with your mom?
My mom lives out of town and I need to be in, you know what I mean, in San Antonio for my.
All right, and this
vacation.
uncle you're living with, is this your blood relative or is this just,
No, it's my blood relative, ma'am.
all right, what's his name?
Joseph Trevino.
And does he know you're gonna be living with you and living with him and does he approve of it?
Yes, ma'am. I was currently living with him before. I've been living with for over 3 years now.
All right, have you ever used any drugs?
No, ma'am.
No marijuana, no alcohol or anything?
No, ma'am.
Are you able to Zoom?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. And Rebecca, this is cause number 2021 CR 4088, Amanda Beltran.
And are
There's
we
a
looking at
15
unauthorized use?
Yes. $1,500 fine that will be probated. Take in consideration County Court cause number 656 690 661 960. No contact and restitution, if any, to Melvin Cisneros, Eric Solace. And Eric Solace, the restitution is from County Court cause number 656690. 3 years deferred adjudication, 120 hours of community service restitution. That will be waived if she completes her GED. If she does not complete her GED, then she'll have to do the 120 hours of community service restitution. Proof of employment within 30 days. No employment as a home health care provider or any employment that involves supervision of minors. MIC evaluation, MRT. The defendant is to reside with her uncle, Joseph Trevino. And Rebecca, in the breakout room, you can get the address. Random field visits 2 times per month, regular Zoom or in person, and random UAs. Rebecca, is there anything else she needs?
On the MIC evaluation, is she gonna be released or is that fall in custody?
All right, Ms. Beltran, if
Yes,
you
ma'am.
have appointment dates, are you gonna make those appointment
Yes.
dates?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the MIC evaluation can be done while she's out of custody. If you miss those appointment dates, you're gonna perhaps find yourself back at the Bexar County Jail. You understand?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
All right, anything else, Rebecca?
No, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Beltran, is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you electronically sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. Ms. Beltran, I don't know what has happened in your life where you have not graduated from high school and what has brought you at the point you are now, which is in a blue uniform at the Bexar County Jail. this is what I can tell you. You're at an age where now mistakes are going to follow you. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So you have choices to make in your life, but from here on out, you're under contract with the court. So every decision you make, the first question you need to ask yourself before you make that decision is this something that could potentially result in me going to state jail facility for 2 years? You understand?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
And I want you to think about, I read that you met that person online and then went back to a hotel with them.
Yes, ma'am.
That happens to a lot of people, and some of them, they lose their life. You understand?
Yes, I understand, Judge.
I think I'm the only person who's watched Lifetime movies, Ed. But I mean, people watch a Lifetime movie. It doesn't end well. And a majority of those movies are based on true stories. So don't put yourself in that situation again, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you. I'm gonna send you to breakout room number 1. Probation will go over conditions. You need to let them know where you're gonna be living so they can have that address.
Yes, ma'am.
And when you go live with your uncle, you need to realize something. That's your uncle's house, not yours. If he gives you a curfew and doesn't want you coming in late at night, you can't come in late at night. If he doesn't want your friends over, then you can't have your friends over. You understand? Nobody's grown until they can physically support themselves.
Thank you, Honor. Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome. Ed, I'll send you to breakout room number 1, or either you can be excused.
All right, I think I better go see Judge Harrell.
All right, tell Judge Harrell I said hi.
I will do that. Amanda, good luck. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thanks for your patience.
You're welcome.
All right, Elena, if you have no one else with us, I'll check and see if I got the motion.
I have to sign it. She was, Rebecca was doing whatever y'all were doing.
Okay.
She's got to send me the paperwork when she has a chance to get it prepared.
I prepared it. I'm getting ready to send it out in just a moment.
Awesome. Okay. I was giving you an assist there.
Thanks. Multitasking.
To the extraordinary. I can't believe y'all do this every day.
Yeah. It happens every day. All right, Mick, as soon as I have the documents, I will sign it if you'll give us a moment.
Sure. I just heard my client's name.
Sure. Miguel?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
I spoke with Meredith, and I guess we're gonna have to do this contested hearing. We were just trying to iron out why it was 10 years and not less than that, but because of term.
Yeah, I mean, and the contract, that's what he's looking at.
Yeah. Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea bargain. Let me double check.
Yeah, I was just filling him in on the terms of the original plea and
That's true.
trying to make sure we're all on the same page.
Okay.
So I'll have to go see Mr. Bustos and be ready for the 12th.
And
All right.
Rebecca, I'm going to send you an email about that to make sure the probation officer is available.
All right. And could I see Meredith, could I see you in breakout room number 3 again? And Miguel, could I see you in 3?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sure.
Ms. Wiltis, I already sent the paperwork to you.
Okay. Okay, well, maybe try it again. Thank you.
Mick, if you can hear me, I signed it. And it's waiting Judge Boyd's signature. So before she starts this contested.
Okay, I'm gonna step to the back, hopefully get a copy if that's okay.
Oh yeah, I'm fine. I don't think Norm is back there. I think it's just the Lupe and the other clerk.
Okay, well, I can reach out to the court later and get a copy.
Okay, Robert, I think is his name.
Okay,
The clerk should be able to get you a copy, Mick.
Excuse me, is it back there now or later?
Yeah, you can come back here.
Okay.
Mr. Bustos, your attorney wants to see you in breakout room number 3.
Ma'am.
And everyone give me a Oh, just 1 second. Norma, can you have the jail, have Mr. Bustos go to breakout room number 3, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. All right, are we ready on Francisco Perez Gallardo?
Yes, Judge.
All right, who is the,
Joe Ray, Judge.
all right, the court, Brenda, if you're ready, court is calling 2015 CR 4479, State of Texas versus Francisco Perez Gallardo. If we can have parties announced for the record for the state,
Joe Ray Garcia for the state.
for the defense.
Angela Blake, attorney for Mr. Perez Guajardo. We're present and ready.
All right, and are you Mr. Perez Gallardo? If you could unmute for me, please. Yes. Is that you, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're proceeding by video. Any objections from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Any objections from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Perez Gallardo, I'm showing you what's entitled defendant's consent to appear by video. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you electronically sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily consented to appear by video. I'm going to show you two documents. The first is entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. The next is entitled First Amendment Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you have a chance to review those documents with your attorney? Did you understand them?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Are you the same Francisco Perez Gallardo who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2015 CR 4479 for the offense of injury to a child, bodily injury intentionally or knowingly on September 12, 2017 for a period of 3 years and extended for 2 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Violated condition number 1 on or about the 20th day of April 2020 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Francisco Perez Guajardo, committed the offense of evade arrest or detention in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
State.
Waives the remaining counts.
Any objections to the state's waivers?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Perez Gallardo, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Ma'am.
All right, court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there an agreement?
Yes, Judge. For revocation, adjudication, and a sentence term, 2 years in TDC. Also for the defendant's plea of true in consideration, County Court number 652352.
All right, is that the agreement, defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Perez Gallardo, is that the agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the court will follow your agreement. The court will find you guilty, not grant you community supervision, sentence you to 2 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served, take in consideration County Court cause number 652352. There's an affirmative finding of family violence, and there's to be no contact with Savannah Colterman, Kolterman. N, 2 N's at the end. Next, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you electronically sign it?
Ma'am, I did.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And also because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, and because it is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, if there's nothing else, we'll close the record. Mr. Perez Gallardo, you got decisions to make. Either you want to continue doing what you're doing, which is going to result in you being in and out of prison, or either you're going to change your life. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And if there's still, you can take anger management classes or any type of anger management classes on your own. They're available throughout the city. Ms. Blake, do you need to speak with your client anymore?
No, Your Honor, but I would like to address, he did time in ISF as well as MyOff. And I do have those dates. Is it possible?
Okay, we're back on the record. Mr. Perez-Garza, I'm happy to meet you. Yes, Ms. Blake?
It looks like he did. I don't see a report in the court summary that he did not complete them successfully. And it looks like he spent the max time at each location. And I have dates.
Well, what I'll do is I'll give him credit for any successful completion. And then if you deem it successful and you don't see that they're giving him credit for it, then you can contact the court.
Okay.
And you're saying it's ISF?
Correct. ISF for 91 days and MyOff for 161.
All right, what I'll do is I'm going to say credit for successful completion of any inpatient treatment program. Okay, if there's nothing else, then the record is closed.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, Norma, can you let them know that L27 can go back? And Joseph Staten, you're back on Mr. Cedillo.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you for allowing me to rejoin. I need to finish conferring with Hunter Morris.
Okay. I'll send you to breakout room number 2.
Thank you, Judge.
And Hunter will meet you there. All right, what are we doing with Mr. Bustos, Mr. Hernandez?
Well, Judge, I've gone over again what the situation is. I believe now he would like to continue with the plea. He understands what the situation is, and he is in agreement with what he originally pled to. And so I think.
And what are we going to do about the use of profanity?
Your Honor, I think Mr. Bustos, I'd like him to express to the court his position on that matter. Mr. Bustos?
So, Judge, I want to apologize for my actions and for my, silliness. I just have disability problems, and I'm so sorry about that. I don't mean no disrespect to none of y'all at all. I just want to get back home to my mom and hoping to be my fiance real soon. And I'm really sorry.
Here's the thing, Mr. Bustos. Disabilities that someone may or may not have does not result in them being disrespectful. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Judge.
And this will be the second time that you've been disrespectful. Do you understand?
Yes, Judge.
All right, we're going to go back on the record. In 2019 CR 9657. Mr. Bustos, you entered a plea of truth to violation of condition number 5. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5, the court can find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison? Did you understand?
Yes, Judge.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
Yes, Judge.
Court will find violation of condition number 5 true. Is there an agreement?
There is, Your Honor. We're asking the court to revoke his community supervision, reform the judgment, and sentence him to 2 years.
Defense, is that the agreement?
It is, Your Honor.
Mr. Bustos, are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes, Judge.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, Judge.
All right, the court will follow your agreement. The court is finding violation of condition number 5 true as previously stated. The court will grant the motion, sentence you to 2 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. Showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you electronically sign it?
Yes, Judge.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, Judge.
Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Do you understand?
Yes, Judge.
All right, we can go off the record. Mr. Bustos, you're going to find in life that you need to treat people with respect if you want to be treated with respect. You understand?
Yes, Your Judge.
All right, good luck to you, Mr. Bustos.
Thank you, Judge, for everything.
You're welcome.
You have a beautiful day.
All right, you too. Norma, can you let them know that 14P can go back?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Hernandez, thank you so much for your patience.
No, Judge, thank you for your patience and thank you for and for Meredith being able to get this completed. May I be excused?
Yes, have a great rest of your day and have a great holiday coming up, but be careful.
Yes, yes, Judge, I'm gonna stay home and start preparing for trials.
Okay, all right, have a good one. All right, I think the person, Norma, we need Anton Hayek for his client. And that's Adrian Herrera.
Give me 1 second, Judge.
All right, thank you. All right, and here's this, Robert. Just give me a second. Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, Norma, bailiff Norma, Judge, can you put me in a breakout room at the courtroom so I can talk to Norma about something, please and thank you.
You're welcome. Number 3.
Great, thank you.
Yes.
Judge, I talked to Anton.
Yes.
He's on the road. He's driving right now, but he said he talked to Hunter about the case. And I guess there's some restitution or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he was asking for the case to be called for next week.
Norma, okay, recall it. And
Yes,
tell him that his client needs to appear because his client was not on the Zoom today.
Okay.
And so what date are we recalling it for?
I can recall it for that Friday, Judge.
Okay, we'll recall it then.
The 9th, I think it's the 9th. The
Yes. 9th. Okay. All right, with that, we are going to stop Zoom. Everybody have a great weekend. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the 4th. Don't be too, don't celebrate too much. Brenda, I always hear about people who will hold a firecracker in their hand. And, with wildcats and black cats, the way we'd have them, you never know. You never know who's working on that. Quality control. And then you hear about someone, it explodes in their hand. Let's not do
Hey, Judge,
that.
I think Hunter is still conferring.
Okay. All right, thank you. All right,
And
so,
I've got some dismissals to send.
all right, send them. I will sign them.